So far at the European Figure Skating Championships, the Russians have dominated with victories by Yevgeny Plashenko and Irina Slutskaya. Today in the pairs competition, two other Russians must fight for gold. Their season has been filled with peril. A new country, an unfamiliar language, a car accident, a bar fight. Two-time world champions Berezhnaya and Sikirelidze blame off-ice distractions for their disastrous performances this year. Though their elegance on the ice is unparalleled, they have grown accustomed to falls and failure. With the World Championships so near, they need their strongest performance this season to hold off their teammates, Petrova and Tikhonov, who have been nearly flawless all year. In the ice dancing competition, Anasina and Pezarov hope to bring the title home to France for the first time in nearly 40 years and claim the most important victory of their careers. The setting is Vienna, Austria's picture-perfect capital. Among imperial palaces and along the banks of the Danube, the figure skating world converges here today for the prestigious European Championships. We invite you inside Vienna, Stadthalle, but you back home in the U.S., feel free to call it City Arena as we continue our coverage of the European Figure Skating Championships with a pair competition. The warm-up is underway, anxious moments to be sure. Hello again, everyone. I'm Robin Roberts. It's important for these skaters to turn in strong performances. Not much time left to prepare for the fast-approaching World Championships. As for the pairs competition, the reigning world champions continue to struggle. Berezhnaya and Sikirelidze are in second place following the short program. Olympic silver medalist Peter Carruthers is with me. And Peter, so many storylines, so little time.
Definitely true on that one. Well, it has been anything but smooth for Berezhnaya and Sikirelidze since they moved to the United States to train. When they were in Russia, they were really used to the heavy hand of their coach, Tamara Moskvina, to make the decisions for them on and off the ice. Since moving to the States, it seems as though she's loosened the reins and she doesn't have the same control over this team the way she has in the past with other Olympic champions that have been under her supervision. And for Anton Sikirelidze, to say the least, his conduct has derailed this team at various times throughout the season. On the other hand, you have their teammates, Petrova and Tikhonov. They are the defending European champions. They have been very consistent. They've won 3 Grand Prix. They remain in Russia training. To throw a twist to this whole thing, Maria Petrova used to skate with Anton Sikirelidze, whom she won 2 junior world titles with. And if that's not enough for you, Robin, both of these teams are going to skate back-to-back. So quite a setup.
Yes, and quite a lot of drama to say. Let's take a look at the standings. Petrova and Tikhonov skated their best short program of the season, finished first. They made no mistakes. As we said, their countrymen Berezhnaya and Sikirelidze are in second. Zakorska and Shudek of Poland skated a clean program, but still just finished third. Remember, the free program is worth 2/3 of the pair's total score. The first to skate in the pairs competition, Abitbol and Bernadis of France, in 5th after the short program, finished 3rd in the Europeans last year, their best finish to date.
In fact, they are a 3-time European bronze medalist, so starting out in 5th place for them, they definitely want to try to move up here. Now these two really have an explosive energy within their skating. They'll open up with side-by-side triple toe loops. And you can see she's really tilting, but she pulled that off. Amazing.
Yeah, she fell in the short program. And Stefan said maybe they didn't have enough speed because she normally doesn't fall.
Now the side-by-side double axels. Let's see if she stays a little straighter, but still tilting a bit. Not going down. Strong competitor. Here they'll attempt just the throw double axel. They have been known to try the throw triple axel. In fact, at the Grand Prix earlier in the season, she fell very hard on that jump. They had to have a reskate.
She chipped her tooth, injured her back. Seems she still may be perhaps a little rattled from that. It was a nasty fall. Now that's beautiful. Their free program is set to original music by Maxim Rodriguez. Many French skaters, in fact, have performed to the music of Rodriguez.
See if she can stay nice and straight on this throw triple loop. Not quite on top of her game there.
Still having problems. Trying to catch their breath there.
Judges don't want to only see big throws, lifts, and jumps. They want to see footwork, and this is their straight line step sequence, which goes from one end to the other.
The free skate lasts 4.5 minutes. Keep in mind it's worth 2/3 of the overall score.
Interesting variation on this death spiral on 2 feet. Usually you see the lady on 1 foot.
A dramatic opening, a dramatic ending to their performance. Abid Bol and Bernadette. And we'll be back with their scores right after this. Welcome back to Vienna, everyone. European Figure Skating Championships. Now the scores for Sarah Abid Bol and Stefan Bernadette. First for technical merit, 5-2 to 5-6.
Trying to get up to that bronze medal position. Small mistake for her on the throw.
And for presentation, 5-5 to 5-7.
Judges obviously appreciating their presentation there to the music of Rodriguez.
Next to skate here in Vienna, Dorota Zagorska and Mariusz Szudek, currently in third after the short program. Now, last March, they became the first Polish team to win a medal at a world championship. Their roots in Poland make their rise to prominence even more unlikely. This is their home rink. This is their hometown. The name of this place is Auschwitz. Today, the infamous Nazi prison camp is a museum left behind as a reminder of a dark moment in history.
What happened there, it's a very hard thing, and people all around the world should never forget about this. The war and concentration camp is one thing, and living in Auschwitz is the other. We are proud what we can show the people all around the world. There are good sportsmen there. Auschwitz isn't only history, isn't only museum, there are normal living there.
They are quite proud of their heritage, and rightfully so. Sigorska and Shudek take the ice in third after the short program.
The trust the lady needs in her partner for this throw double axel. What a start.
Yes.
That's what you've got to do, Rob. Be aggressive. Take control.
Right from the beginning.
Got it. Nice side-by-side triple toe loops. That gets the judges' attention to show that they're very strong single skaters as well.
Dramatic music from the New World, Symphony No. 9.
Somersault up into this lift to one hand. Nice variation.
Complicated twist there. They're known for their lifts, and I can see why.
And then a somersault out of this. A lot of difficulty there.
The free skate program lasts 4.5 minutes. They always seem to take a moment in the program to catch their breath just a bit.
Now he'll throw her triple sow cow. A little bit of determination there. You could see she almost went down, but the strength in her back and right leg allowed that landing to be successful. On these lifts, the judges like this because they're pushing the envelope in creativity and difficulty with these lifts.
Shows imagination as well.
last thing the judges see is this helicopter overhead.
Very nice, very nice.
Well skated, very athletic. This team is in superb shape.
Zagorska and Shudek also engaged to be married.
If you want to get the judges' attention, do it with great side-by-side triple toe loops. 3 revolutions, absolutely perfect landings. They couldn't have done those better. But certainly to show variety, watch him press her up as she somersaults up into what we call a cartwheel position. Now, you would think they might finish at that point, but not the case. He goes to one hand. Very difficult to do. And then a twist dismount there. So the judges really are going to respect what they've put down in their lifts and certainly their individual skating skills.
And now the marks for Zagorska and Shudek, as you would expect, very high. First of all, technical merit 5'6" to 5'8".
Well, look at that 5'8". That's a big nod from the Slovakian judge on those great lifts they did.
And for presentation, you would think a little higher because the crowd really liked them, 5'5" to 5'7".
But still solid.
And among the skaters thus far, they are now in first place. When we return here to the European Figure Skating Championship, the Russian pair in first after the short program. Petrova and Tikhonov going for gold. Welcome back, everyone. Vienna's prime landmark, St. Stephen's Cathedral, dates back to the 12th century. Many of the city's residents were buried here, including the Habsburg rulers. And next Sunday here on ABC, the NHL continues with great regional action, including Pittsburgh taking on the Flyers, the Rangers going to Detroit, and Colorado versus Dallas. That's all next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific here on ABC. Back inside Vienna Stadthalle, the dynamic duo from Russia, Maria Petrova and Alexei Tikhonov in first place after the short program, and they were simply magnificent.
European champions, however, they have never beaten the world champions, Berezhnaya and Sikarulice, who will skate right after them. So what a competition we have. Pick a piece of music like Vivaldi's Four Seasons, you have to skate quickly and powerfully. They will open side-by-side triple toe loops, left foot go, oh wow, there's a disaster for her. Only a single.
They've been the most consistent pair team this season, winning all 3 Grand Prix events they entered this fall.
Yes, but let's see if her concentration is lacking here. If she can pull off the double axel, getting it right back.
Right, right. Early, do you change your program to try and make up for it?
It's difficult to do because you practice or you compete the way you practice, so quick decisions can sometimes lead to a big fall.
Maria and Alexei have been enjoying themselves this week, been seen sightseeing, doing other things around Vienna.
Boy, you could just hear the blade hit the ice just the way it should. She was perfectly positioned on that. In spite of the mistake they had at the beginning, they're right back on track.
What strength.
And Robin, you learn all of these lifts off the ice before you ever attempt them on the ice. Before you have to establish the timing, before you try to do it on a blade that's, a quarter of an inch thin.
Timing and gaining confidence in your partner as well.
You got it.
Beautiful performance.
You can really see how sophisticated this team is as they move across the ice. Very athletic, yet very refined and polished. Hard to do.
We'll have to see how much that earlier mistake will cost this Russian pair.
This was a shock to me. I thought they were on their way to landing perfect side-by-side triple toes. Watch her. Her leg comes out. No way you can rotate when the leg flies out like that. Only a single, so at that point they were shocked. But I love this lift. Watch what happens. He'll lift her in what's called a back press lift position, hand to hand. One of the most difficult lifts you can do. And then she'll hook her skate around his shoulder, do a somersault, and then watch. He presses her up once again with another somersault. So great variation, good difficulty there.
And now the marks for Petrova and Tikhonov. First of all, technical merit, 5.5 to 5.9.
I mean, you can see certainly the mistake on those 5.5s, and then a 5.9 from the Slovakian judge. Surprise.
And now their marks for presentation, 5.6 to 5.9. So they take over first place. Zagorska and Shudek of Poland drop to second. Coming up, Berezhnaya and Sikoriladze. The defending world champions have their work cut out for them when we return to Vienna after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Next to skate, Yelena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikoriladze in second place after the short program. Now, Anton has been a controversial figure in skating lately. Recently, he and Yelena moved to the U.S. to train under better conditions. The move brought opportunities and along with it some distractions for the reigning world champions.
I really like New York City because I used to live in a big city and noisy city. And New York is the same. It's a huge city and very noisy. And it's a lot of fun. It's cool. And a lot of interesting people living in New York and Manhattan.
Since moving to live and train in the United States, Anton Sikoriladze has struggled to balance his passion for skating with his passion for life.
Anton is a very outgoing person. And he would like to be popular with everybody. He wants to participate in many distractions that take him away from his main goal from skating.
At only 23 years old, he has succeeded in achieving many of his goals. He and his partner, Yelena Berezhnaya, have won 2 world titles and an Olympic silver medal.
It's not enough just to be world champion, because we feel inside we can do much more.
This year, though, the world champions have struggled. Most of their short programs have been disastrous. Nerves, new routines, or too many distractions.
There is something missing right now for the reigning world champions.
Something's undermining the concentration factor.
We are not robots, and we can skating every time perfectly.
A week before the skating season began, Anton crashed his car in Manhattan. Weeks later, his love of the nightlife ended in a bar fight. Despite his troubles, finding a Russian community in New York has been important for him.
I like it. I really like it. I meet with a lot of my friends. Everything very easy.
I tell, look, you try that, you try this, but then think, what is more important? Is it good for your skating career? Is it good for your life? Decide yourself.
Tough decisions that they have had to make. As we take a look at the standings, Berezhnaya and Sikora hoping to displace their teammates atop the standings as they take the ice, second after the short program.
Having to put all of that, which we just saw, behind them, focus on the matter at hand, fire off very difficult pair elements, but be completely elegant while doing it. They will open up with side-by-side triple toe loops, but just a double there for her. But look at how smooth the exit is out of that high split triple twist lift.
It's amazing how they're able to leave their troubles off the ice.
Oh, she's really tilting, but I don't believe she stood up.
Wow. She pulled it off.
I can't believe it. Well, I tell you, if she could stand up on that double axel, she could certainly land that. That was much better.
Listening to Tchaikovsky, Sentimental Waltz. Appropriate here in Vienna, the city of classical music.
Lovely overhead, but not the variation and difficulty that you would see on some of the other pairs with lifts. Really moving into this throw triple loop, timing everything tilting, but oh,
Once again,
she is like a cat. No matter which way you throw her, upside down, she's going to land. Boy, I'll tell you, they create a beautiful picture on the ice in the sport of pairs figure skating. And in spite of everything that has happened.
an elegant performance by Berezhnaya and Tsika-Relidze. Will it be enough, though, to overtake Petrova and Tikhonov, the reigning European champions?
The International Skating Union, the sports federation that governs figure and speed skating worldwide. With a membership of more than 50 countries, the ISU is responsible for the technical control and the direction of the world's most important skating events. The International Skating Union, bringing you grace, power, speed, and champions since 1892.
Welcome back, everyone, to Vienna, Austria, home of classical music, and right there, the Opera House, located in the heart of the city. Next Sunday here on ABC, the NHL continues. Great regional action, including Pittsburgh taking on the Flyers, the Rangers in Detroit, Colorado versus Dallas. It's all next Sunday, 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, right here on ABC. As we have seen all season, Berezhnaya and Tsika-Relidze not so strong in the short program, but then very impressive in the free skate as they await their scores.
I want to know what Elena Berezhnaya eats for breakfast, because watch how tilted in the air she gets, but she stands on one foot and lands it. That is just amazing. I've never seen someone that tilted and pull off a jump like that. Extraordinary. And here again, the tilt in lean is not as bad on this throw triple loop, but still, she is determined to land it. What an athlete.
And now their marks, all important. My goodness. 5'6" to 5'9".
For technical merit, major approval from the judges for this first mark, and I give her a big okay for landing those jumps.
But look at these marks for presentation. 5'9s across the board.
Solid, consistent, no doubt. They're the champions.
Perhaps their best performance of the season. Berezhnaya and Tsika-Relidze are the gold medalists here at the European Figure Skating Championships. And of course, they will go on to defend their World Championship title in a few weeks. Peter Carruthers is with Berezhnaya and Tsika-Relidze.
Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Tsika-Relidze, great performance. But Elena, in the air on your jumps, you were so crooked, but you landed it. How did you do that?
I don't know. I'm so happy I did that, because it's all the time it was my mistake. And then, I don't know, just I have to do it. Just,
I call that determination. Anton, after a rocky start this season, do you feel you're on track now?
Yeah, now I feel much better, and I think it's hardest season in our life, and I think it will be a good start to other level and to other feeling skating, you know. But it was really, really hard to fighting with our rocks.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck to both of you at the World Championships.
Thank you.
And back up to you, Robin.
Based on their performance here, truly looking forward to seeing Berezhnaya and Sikulice at the Worlds. And 1-2, Peter, great performances. What was the difference?
Russians dominate here in Vienna. Who had the edge? Well, let's break it down into lifts, throws, jumps, unison, and choreography. I give the nod for lifts to Petrova and Tikhonov. They also get throws. As far as jumps, well, Helena Berezhnaya was incredible. And I also give unison and choreography to the world champions.
And they will now be favored to recapture their world championship in a few weeks in Nice. The Russians sweep all the gold medals here in Vienna, but one.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Mobile Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas. It's free and it's only at Mobile.
In the ice dancing competition here in Vienna, the French team of Anasina and Pezerov electrified the arena with their free skate to Carmina Burana. They brought the gold medal back to France for the first time in nearly 40 years. Here's how Peter and I called it.
There's the dance spin. What makes the spin difficult is the changes of position that they show.
Quite dramatic. Right in front of the judges, I might add.
Rotating around each other like that, easy to get the skates mixed up and go down. Great
Really?
control. Have to have just the right amount of pressure.
Oh my goodness. They have mesmerized this audience.
physical strength.
What a performance by Anesina and Pezera.
Mesmerize is the correct word here because they just brought you into their performance. Well done. Very well skated.
No doubt Anesina and Pezera of France have positioned themselves to be the favorite for gold at the upcoming World Championships. Here are the final results. And it's the first time since 1968 that there is not a Soviet or Russian dance team on the podium at Europeans. You can see complete coverage of the ice dancing competition Thursday on ESPN at 8:30 Eastern. We'll be back to wrap things up in Vienna in just a moment. Here in Vienna, another story of Russian rivalry has been written, and the stage is now set for a dramatic World Championships in France. Can Berezhnaya and Sikora stay on the winning track and claim their third world title? Irina Slutskaya has never won a world title. Can she beat Maria Bucheskaya and Michelle Kwan? Ice dancers Anesina and Pezera hope to continue their perfect season. Alexei Yagudin will go for his third world title in Nice. It will be quite a showdown with his Russian teammate, Yevgeny Plushenko, who was undefeated this season and a strong favorite for gold. But these skaters will face a powerful team from the United States. This may very well be a breakthrough season for Michael Weiss, coming off his magnificent victory at Nationals. And quad king Timothy Gable will surely give the Russians a run for their money. No other skater in the world has 3 quadruple jumps planned in his program. U.S. bronze medalist Sarah Hughes also has the highest level of difficulty on the U.S. team. The World Championships hold a special place in Michelle Kwan's heart. She's won the title twice, and there were 2 that got away. ABC Sports and ESPN will proudly bring you 11 hours of exclusive coverage from the World Figure Skating Championships. On Saturday, April 1st, you'll see the Ladies' Championship. On Sunday, April 2nd, the men will go for the gold. And we'll wrap it all up with the pairs and ice dancing competition on April 8th. For Peter Carruthers, I'm Robin Roberts. So long from Vienna. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com, part of the GO Network. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.